Another concern is what becomes the fate of the structures that serve as operating offices.
We are not trying to, take out their properties, but we are restricting their operation, the operation of those buses, in that from that axis. So they can have their building. I don't know what they intend to be. Maybe administratively, for administrative purpose, I don't know. But for bus to pick passengers and drop passengers along that corridor, we will not allow it.
The ban comes with a 7-day ultimatum, a timeline which is unacceptable to the operators.
At least, the most important thing is to give us notice of 3 months for we to take our property to the next place. We are not saying no, but give us chance.
This is a commercial operation, bus operation, transport operation. And we carried out that operation by using a rolling stock, that is the buses. So I don't think you need 7 days to move a bus from Djibo to Ojota. You need only maybe 2 hours, max.
2 interstate motor parks to Ojoduberga and Ojota have been designated for the affected operators to relocate to, but none of the facilities seems to be in a good enough condition to accommodate newcomers. While work is ongoing in some parts of the Ojoduberga bus terminal, the Ojota motor park is filled with existing operators.
We visited Ojota, and what we discovered there is just for us to rearrange what is on ground. We have enough spaces there. And the rearrangement, we've started the rearrangement. We've met with the NURTW, and we've secured enough space for their own operation. So, and we are not forcing them to come to Ojota. Let me just say that. So if they decided to buy a property or to buy a land, anything from Ojota outward Lagos, because the exercise is not to say you must use our park. We are talking of the location, that we don't want your operation beyond this point. That is it. So, and if you are trying to secure a property from outside the restriction zone,
just like they did in
Djibo, so you have to give us the drawing. You apply for a TIA clearance from the ministry. Because you can't just put up a commercial, a bus company, where, maybe your ingress or your egress will now have negative impact on the flow of traffic along that line.
The special advisor promises that the Ojoduberga bus terminal will be completed by the end of 2018. Whatever the intention of government is, continuous engagement of all concerned parties is key to actualizing its transport reform policy. The proposed stakeholders meeting should be a common ground to resolve concerns and agitations.
Funding is key to upholding and sustaining the independence of the judiciary. That summarizes the message the Lagos State Chief Judge is leaving behind for the executive arm of government on her visit to the State House few days to her retirement.
Senior judges and magistrates.
The Lagos State Chief Judge, Justice Oluwafunmilayo Atilade, meets Governor Akinwumi Ambode in what could be referred to as a farewell visit. Senior judges and magistrates of the Lagos State's bench are part of the entourage. Justice Atilade's visit comes a few days ahead of her retirement from public service. But one thing she has enjoyed in her 3 years as Chief Judge is the cordial working relationship between the executive and the judicial arms of government.
On behalf of the Lagos State Judiciary, I'd like to say a very big thank you to His Excellency for all he has done, is doing, and will continue to do for the Lagos State Judiciary. I pray that as I leave, the cordial relationship between the 3 arms of government will continue and even improve, become better. I hope I have left a good legacy, and I pray that history and the future will judge me as having done well on the post. I could not have done so well if not for Your Excellency and Your Excellency's predecessors' assistance, and I thank you very much for your generosity.
The Chief Judge uses the occasion to make her last wish. She asked for the improvement in funding of the judiciary.
I would urge Your Excellency, please do not feel that, like Oliver Twist, I'm asking for too much. So please increase the running costs of the judiciary, because we are really just managing to get by. A lot of things we should not do with our running costs. We have to do. So I would like Your Lordship, Your Excellency, to please consider that, even after my departure.
Governor Akinwumi Ambode recalls his first contact with the chief when she swore him in as governor during his inauguration. He admits a good working relationship that has propelled development across board.
I want to openly declare here that I've had a fantastic relationship with the judiciary and with your good self. One of the things I tried to set out was to emphasize security reforms and judicial sector reforms, of which you've been a good partner in progress. We've achieved so much also in the area of security reforms, and you can also attest to the fact that there have been peaceful coexistence of Lagosians in the last 2.5 years that I've been here. I also want to put on record that we've increased the number of judges and the number of magistrates during your own tenure also, which is not something that we've actually had in a long time. Even as you proceed to retire, we have a request to also increase the number of judges, and that's also a plus for your own tenure. I want to say clearly that if there's any arm that I've actually, had collective responsibility with, is actually with the judiciary. We've been totally independent, and we've not in any way interfered in all the things that have been done.
The governor promises that his administration will continue to give priority to the judicial reforms and the welfare of serving and retired judges in the state.
I'm very particular about the welfare of judges, because, that's a very sacred institution that we must continue to ensure that even in retirement, there's so much for them to look back for all the efforts that they've always made. And that's why, it's always very easy for us to bring some of our retired judges to continue to, serve us, because that basket of knowledge is not found everywhere, and we cannot afford to disconnect with the knowledge possessed by our judges.
Justice Oluwafunmilayo Atilade served as the magistrate on the lower bench for 15 years and 21 years as a judge of the High Court. She has been the Chief Judge of Lagos State for 3 years, from where she will officially bow out of the office on the 24th of September 2017.